You want to increase conversions by 2% alone. So building conversion rate, 2% for 1 million clicks per month is going to have a big impact on your profits. However, there's one key thing I need to make here about building in a redesign. So I'm working with an 8-figure brand on Shopify and working on Figma in building new product pages, collection pages, etc. Now, one of the key things I want to say is a full new design does not mean you're going to increase conversions or increase traffic. The reason being, and I've seen many brands fall into this trap, is thinking that the design is great and it's going to help your brand. At the end of the day, the only person that decides is your customers. Your customers will decide if they want to buy. Now, the way we do this is split testing. So when you look at like Amazon, Nike, big brands, they don't generally do a full rebrand and just whack a full new theme on it. They'll increment changes, and a great design builds and builds and builds. So you increment changes and you see what works and what doesn't, as opposed to just putting a full new design on because somebody in the team thought it was a good idea and the founders have just ran with it. So just keep this in mind when you're building a new theming into your Shopify brand. Just make sure that you've tested it, or you're not just putting it in for the sake of it. There's a lot of great themes out there. However, that does not mean it's going to work for your brand. Because a theme has worked for a competitor, or it's worked for another brand in a similar or completely different niche, doesn't mean it's going to work for your brand. And if you're custom designing something, again, just make sure you're building in step-by-step incremental changes, as opposed to just publishing a new theme, because overnight you can drastically reduce your profits. You might increase them, however, you run the risk of reducing them. So keep that in mind when you're building in a new design. Thank you.